Okay, hello everybody. It's Lamar, and I am gonna talk about my nine things on this video. It says so. Number one says describe the perfect culture or classroom environment. The perfect culture to me is like I guess a mixture of color, different students from different backgrounds. Um, just a good classroom environment. You have I guess you could say you have people from the low, you have people from the middle class, and people just from the high class, and that creates a perfect culture or classroom environment to me. Number two says, how will you interact with students? I would interact with my students. I would try to connect with my students. I would try to just build a relationship with my students and make sure all of my students are engaged in all that we are doing. And say how number three say how will you communicate effectively with parents? Well, I will make sure I communicate with my parents through their agenda. They have this thing called now Class Dojo. I will communicate through them via email and via phone. Any way that a parent wants to connect with me, I'm very openly. It says, what is your theory of learning? How will you attempt to teach all students? My theory of learning is visual, seeing the actually thing happen, connecting it to the real world. And I will attempt to teach my students bringing the things bringing real world examples into the classroom so they can get a clear understanding of what I am trying to teach them. Okay? Don't get bored on me. I'm almost done. It said, how do you describe your teaching style? Well, my teaching style is first explaining it. Then I will see what the kids get what I explain. And if they don't get, I explain it again. And then I'll send them the group work by doing interacting examples. So, what number 6 says, what will the role of the teacher be and what is the role of the student in your class? The role of the teacher is to not have totally control, but manage the classroom as, as needed. You don't have to ask me to go to the trash can. You don't have to ask me that. Just know my expectation, what I will go over in the beginning of the year. Number 7 said, what will the role of assessment be in your classroom? What it is person. The goal of assessment is for you to let me know, have you understand the standard that I have taught. I will use that assessment to place you in groups with people who are on your level, or maybe place you with groups with people who are above your level. So if you're struggling in that standard, that particular student may can explain it better than I can, and that's how the assessment will come into play and be so helpful. Number 8 said, what's your current philosophy of education? What do you think of education? I think that education is awesome. I think everybody needs an education. I believe in teaching the kids that their education is important. Do your best. Do all that you can do because education is needed in this time and day. And I encourage all students to get your education because it is so important. Number 9, what is the biggest worry you have about becoming a teacher? Honestly, my biggest worry about me coming to becoming a teacher is I'm scared that maybe my students won't get it. What I'm teaching them, the content I'm teaching them at first, but hopefully, I hope soon they will be able to get it. So that is my issue. That is my worry. But I know, I really do know that it it will work. That is my word that my students won't understand to me, but I know if I teach it effectively, they would understand. And so that is my thoughts on education. This is where I work. I can give y'all a little view of where I work at. Trying to figure out how to switch this camera here. And oops. This is where I work. And so I'm trying to switch the camera, but this is a view of the classroom. This is a great environment. We have anchor charts. As we going along, we posting up anchor charts on the board. And I'm not gonna hold this video any longer. I hope that you enjoyed my thoughts on education, and see you guys later.